We have TV shows here like Escape to... Anyone watch Escape to the Chateau? Yeah, Escape to the Chateau. Can you imagine some French couple, Pierre, Marie, sat down going, oh, look, Pierre, oh, look. You know, one day, if we work out, we can buy a cottage in Sunderland. My name's Tatty, I'm actually French. French people in the room, give me a cheer. Oh my God, one woman! Yes, you cheered so loudly, we've seen you. Whereabouts in France are you from?
Paris.
Paris, yeah, of course, bien sûr. And do you live in the UK now?
No, just visiting.
Just visiting? Oh, okay, you're here on holiday.
I'm Australian living in Paris.
Okay, this got too complicated too quickly. That's good. This won't make the cut. That's good. Okay, well, that's an unnecessary bit of audience interaction. Thank you for coming. Well, I'm French and not Australian and not from Paris, but one thing I've noticed, there are a lot of French people that live in the UK. It's actually got the biggest population of French people outside of France. And you'll notice this, right? You work with French people, you sort of maybe have French friends. If you ask a French person living in the UK what made them move to the UK, you're going to get one of two answers, okay? It's going to be work, study. That is it. Work, study, every time, every time. And do you know, just one time, I want to meet a French person in the UK, and when I say, hey, what made you move to the UK? Just one time. I would love to hear a French person say, me? Why I moved to the UK? For the people. For the culture, Wetherspoons. I love. Never, ever, always work, study, every single time. And the thing about me is I'm actually British. I have British parents, but I grew up in France, right? And so I've lived half my life in both countries. And I have really got that special knowledge, right? I can tell you the exact difference between France and England. I boiled it down to one single word. And that word is moderation. English people have none. You are not a moderate nation of people. Do you know in France, right? In France, they've got something called apéritif. You heard about that? Yeah, un petit apéro, small glass of wine, couple of nibbles, apéritif, apéro, apéro. In England, we do not aperitif. In England, we say stuff like, I'm coming for one, I'm just having one, I'm coming for one, I'm just having one. And then we wake up in Cardiff. Next to a man called Gavin. Cradling cheesy chips and a UTI. You know, it's a very different, for the girls, it's a very different kind of vibe. You know what it is with the French people, right? Here's the thing about the French, right? The French have a certain finesse to them that we just haven't quite mastered. That's what I've realised. In France, they've got words like amuse-bouche. Heard about this? Heard about an amuse-bouche? You go to a posh restaurant, you get an amuse-bouche. Amuse-bouche is like a little appetizer. It's a palate cleanser. It's called an amuse-bouche, right? Amuse-bouche literally translates as entertainment for the mouth. Now, if the English made something called entertainment for the mouth, say it with me, guys, it would be a cock. Like 100... You're not getting a Michelin-starred restaurant, you know? We just don't have that finesse to us. And the thing is, right, the thing is that I find interesting is that, yes, admittedly, French people do look down. They do look down on English culture. That is true, that is true. But also English people pedestal the French. Oh my God, obsessed with... I went into Waterstones the other day. I found a book there. It's called How to Be French. There is not a French equivalent. There is not. We have TV shows here like Escape to... Anyone watch Escape to the Chateau? Yeah, Escape to the... Escape to the Chateau. Escape to the Chateau. Can you imagine some French couple, Pierre, Marie, sat down going, oh, look, Pierre, oh, look. You know, one day, if we work out, we can buy a cottage in Sunderland. Oh, it's a dream, Pierre. Oh, it's a dream, Pierre, it's a dream. One day, Pierre, one day. Pedestal the French. We love to drop French words in conversation. I love the French, yeah, you know, give a little je ne sais quoi. French people, they're not doing that. They're not. They're really not. I'm sorry. You're never gonna hear a French person be like, bah écoute, mec, je prends la verre, moi je pars après toi de voir un in it, mate. Like, that's not... They're not talking like that over there. That's not happening. Do you know what? I've just realised that's all I've got time for. Thank you so much, Comedy Central. You've been absolutely gorgeous. Have a wonderful rest of your night.